I do know, and Lynn can talk more about this, that we have more people in ICU and that we have about 2 or 3 on the ventilators. And these are not the older people, these are your young people. They're in their 30s. So that's a very scary situation. I am afraid for our community, but we will, of course, step up as we have, and we will meet the challenge.
Hospital Administrator Lillian Posada says they've been seeing many more serious cases recently, but for now are able to handle the hospitalizations.
I am comfortable, but how this virus works is, within the next 2 days, we may be busting at the seams. So I do know that the hospital tent that the Navy had when the USS Theodore Roosevelt was here and was set up, that infrastructure is still on island.
This was confirmed by Admiral John Minoni in an interview this morning on the Link Multimedia Show.
Normally, at the end of a crisis, you would pack that thing up and put it back on the ship, and the ship would go back out to sea or wherever it goes, and just sit there in storage. In order to prevent the timeline, the timeliness that you would incur of having to unload that ship again, bring the ship into port, unload the ship, transport all those containers all over the place, unpack those containers and build it. We worked again with leadership to hold those things on island.
The governor says her medical advisor, Dr. Michael Cruz, has reached out to military officials about the use of the field hospital. Minoni says technically the request would have to be made through FEMA, which in turn would engage DoD.
These things can happen fairly quickly with phone calls, and then you back it up with emails and formal tasking letters. DoD would then say, okay, who's in the area? And it would normally come through Hawaii, and then Hawaii would task it to us. So they would say, DoD, have at it, and we would build that hospital down there, and they would fly in medical providers.
Posada said bringing in those military medical providers to man the facility would be critical.